Every moment in business happens only once. What important truth do very few people agree with you on? Brilliant thinking is rare, but courage is in even shorter supply than genius. No one can predict the future exactly, but we know two things: it's going to be different, and it must be rooted in today's world. Any new and better way of doing things is technology. Startups operate on the principle that you need to work with other people to get stuff done, but you also need to stay small enough so that you actually can. Capitalism and competition are opposites. Capitalism is premised on the accumulation of capital, but under perfect competition, all profits get competed away. If you want to create and capture lasting value, don't build an undifferentiated commodity business. In business, money is either an important thing or it is everything. In perfect competition, a business is so focused on today's margins that it can't possibly plan for a long-term future. Only one thing can allow a business to transcend the daily brute struggle for survival: monopoly profits. Proprietary technology must be at least 10 times better than its closest substitute in some important dimension to lead to a real monopolistic advantage. As you craft a plan to expand to adjacent markets, don't disrupt, avoid competition as much as possible. It's much better to be the last mover, that is, to make the last great development in a specific market, and enjoy years or even decades of monopoly profits. Instead of pursuing many-sided mediocrity and calling it well-roundedness, a definite person determines the one best thing to do and then does it. You should focus relentlessly on something you're good at doing, but before that you must think hard about whether it will be valuable in the future. People who understand the power law will hesitate more than others when it comes to founding a new venture. What valuable company is nobody building? If it were possible to discover something new, wouldn't someone from the faceless global talent pool of smarter and more creative people have found it already? This voice of doubt can dissuade people from even starting. We have given up our sense of wonder at secrets left to be discovered. The actual truth is that there are many more secrets left to find, but they will yield only to relentless searchers. Every great business is built around a secret that's hidden from the outside. A startup messed up at its foundation cannot be fixed. Founders should share a prehistory before they start a company together, otherwise they're just rolling dice. You need good people who get along, but you also need a structure to help keep everyone aligned for the long term. A company does better the less it pays the CEO. A cash bonus is slightly better than a cash salary. Startups don't need to pay high salaries because they can offer something better: part ownership of the company itself, also known as equity. Since it's impossible to achieve perfect fairness when distributing ownership, founders would do well to keep the details secret. Anyone who prefers owning a part of your company to being paid in cash reveals a commitment to increasing your company's value in the future. Equity is the best way for a founder to keep everyone in the company broadly aligned. No company has a culture, every company is a culture. You should set out to hire people who would actually enjoy working together. They had to be talented, but even more than that, they had to be excited about working specifically with you. You probably can't be the Google of 2023 in terms of compensation or perks, but you can be like the Google of 1999 if you already have good answers about your mission and team. For the company to work, every new hire should to be equally obsessed. Make every person in the company responsible for doing just one thing. Eliminating competition makes it easier for everyone to build the kinds of long-term relationships that transcend mere professionalism. Computers are tools, not rivals. Before starting a company, ask yourself, will your market position be defensible 10 and 20 years into the future? Never invest in a tech CEO that wears a suit. There's nothing wrong with a CEO who can sell, but if he actually looks like a salesman, he's probably bad at sales and worse at tech. If something is socially good, is it good for society or merely seen as good by society? The best projects are likely to be overlooked, not trumpeted by a crowd. The best problems to work on are often the ones nobody else even tries to solve. Highly visible success can attract highly focused attacks. Find singular ways to create the new things that will make the future not just different, but better, by seeing our world anew, as fresh and strange as it was to the ancients who saw it first. Coming up, PayPal Mafia Part 2. Stay tuned.